We are talking about Don. I think you should get on. I don't know if you are on Facebook, but our little chat room people. Don is from a Jesse Woodrow show. That's where I first met him, and Buzz Knott that's in here. He's actually hosting our live stream account on agapejesus.com. If you don't like MySpace and Facebook, I suggest you make a agapejesus.com site. It's really great. We just got a couple of Christian bands on there, and our show's on there. Dennis's show is on there, and it's pretty good stuff. I'm gonna start off with the breaking news story out of a local Florida location. And yes, of course, Outreach New Media. We cannot forget our partnership with Outreach New Media, outreachnewmedia.com. And for those of you who are wondering who Pastor Chuck is, it's a nice pastor who is interested in seeing Miranda and I see how many different voices that we can do through our puppet ministry, the Diversity Puppets. We are still working on trying to decide, are we going to do a funny puppet JMC Ministries live, or are we going to make it a little bit of serious? I think we might do a little bit of both. But this is the transcript from inside the courtroom. I'm going to give a little bit. From about 2 o'clock to 2:40, they said they were just like filling in, trying to figure out what they're going to do. 2:47, the judge learned that there was an agreement between the parties. The courts, here's the situation. The courts, post any MySpace pages if you want. Pastor Chuck has a MySpace page. I do. Miranda does. Don does. All you guys do that, and I'll go on a little bit on this. Orange County, Florida, is what's fighting, versus the Franklin County, which is Columbus. They're the ones that are trying to play around with where she should go, because there was two things they wanted to do. One, they wanted to keep the jurisdiction of the case in Florida, so everything would happen in Orange County. Well, the parents, I don't know, maybe it's a money situation, whatever it's happening. Crazy thing that happens. The trial that happened today was to transition the case from Florida more into Ohio, and that means that the parents had more abilities. Now, here's one of the things they were trying to do in this trial, on the several trials they wanted to do. They wanted to have Rifqa go home and just be, overseen by child services. Well, one of the cases, and I do believe it won, was that she can't go home until the trial is done. That's what the trial is about in the first place. Yeah. If someone threatens your life, you do not go home. It is now labeled a terroristic threat if you tell somebody you want to kill them. It's a terroristic threat.
What was it before?
It was just attempted murder.
That's what I want to know. What was it before? Was it a terrorist threat?
329 is when the court decided to agree that Ohio should have jurisdiction. Florida still retains emergency jurisdiction. So in that case, if something's not going right, this means Florida is still gets to oversee. All of our lawyers and everyone's involved will still get to oversee what's going on. They're also trying to find out immigration documentation, I guess, from the parents or for some other stuff. So there's going to be an administrative hearing on the 23rd. They're going to go ahead and transfer her out here, but
and she's going to be in Franklin County.
She's going to be in Franklin County,
which is around Columbus area.
Which is around Columbus. So what we plan on doing, and what we've been trying to do, if she does come back here, there's different ministries that we are aware of that hopefully, if she's able to continue to go to these things, we'll try and get connected with her, partner with her, and help her out as much as we can. Because if she doesn't like Franklin County, she can come move down here.
It's only an hour away.
It's only an hour away. But see, her parents are from Sri Lanka. But it was just so crazy because she's in temporary foster care, and everyone knows the Florida's government's involved. Charlie Crist, a lot of people are writing him. As she'll say, in over 150 generations in her family, she's the first one to have a relationship with Jesus. She talks about the honor killing that's found in the Quran and different things like that. The father contacts Fox News, says he doesn't want to kill her. There's two sides of me on this story. There's one thinking maybe he doesn't agree with it because it's not a religion. Maybe he has said something he didn't mean. Then there's the other side. What if he did mean it? And here's the even bigger thing that no one's really talking about. What if the father has good intentions for her? She comes back home, and all the people, all the whack jobs that are out there that don't agree with what she's doing just so happen to do something to her. You know, I'm not setting that up because that's out there. You know, I mean, there are books out there called "Are Honor Killings Simply Domestic Violence?" Wow. Dr. Phyllis Chesler, an author and professor of psychology at the Richmond College of the City University of New York. She believes Bary's in danger if sent back to her parents. Says anyone who converts from Islam is considered apostate, and apostasy is a capital crime. If she's returned to her family, if she's lucky, they will isolate her, beat her, threaten her, and if she's not persuaded, return to Islam. They could kill her. They have no choice. And if it's not the parents doing it, it could be someone else. Because, as they say, Islam is a very, 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 very extreme thing. I'm going to go ahead and give the number again if anyone wants to call.
Well, I don't think so because it didn't work out good. It didn't work out good.
If you guys want to contact us to be on the show, you can call us and we'll take your questions and work around that. I'm actually going to share with you.
Are you ready?
And this is but I'm not going to read the update. The update from this one. This is a Josh McDowell book, and this was posted in 93. Back in 93, they said there was 450 million members of Islam in more than 36 countries. That now is in the billion. It's 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion now. The word Islam means the one who, or Muslim, means the one who submits. Everyone knows about Muhammad, but if you want to go a lot further, Islam, and Miranda understands the history of this. What is it? Ishmael. And who?
Abraham. Ishmael was Abraham's son from his servant.
Yeah.
When God told Abraham that Sarah would bear him a son, well, he didn't believe it. And he wanted a son, so he went and did something with the maid or the house servant, and Ishmael became, and that's where Islam started.
All right, we're going to continue. We're talking about Islam. We're going to take a quick break and continue. I know the show's going to go longer than an hour, but we always plan on it going a little longer than an hour. Sometimes it's pretty deep stuff going on, but I'll continue going on the history of Islam, what Islam is, what are their intentions, and what does this relate to Christianity, and then we'll close with her testimony. We'll be right back.